Okay, so I knew this day would come. And you may be asking, what day, D? What day are you talking about? The day where I finally get on here and I show you guys the behind the song of a song that I produced, mixed, mastered, wrote, and recorded. Today's the day. So let's get into it. Okay, so I started this song by finding a dope sound on Splice. This is what the sound sounds like. Just some nice chords. So they're like just some really smooth sine drop chords, right? And they're just it's like rocking you to sleep. So when I heard these chords, it clicked for me immediately. And I went ahead and I started a nice little mumble. And this is what I started the mumble. Something, it's not right. There we go. Okay, so this is how the mumble started.
Your vibe's contagious when you smile, and I smile. Feels like we on the same page. I feel it in my sacral.
So from there, I kind of already have a gist of like what I'm gonna do. I like the way that it's flowing, but of course I have to go back and write the lyrics. But we started in a good place, right? So from there, what I did was I went ahead and I made the bass line. And this is what the bass line sounds like. So the bass line is essentially just following the chords. It too is like I wouldn't call it a drop bass line. It's more like a slide, but real smooth, just sliding in. And from there, we got to the groove. The bass starts the groove, right? The bass got us, right? And then we got to the actual drums. So first what I laid down, and let me put this back in the correct order real quick. Don't do me like that. The first thing I laid down was a nice hi-hat rhythm, right? But I did something a little different. I didn't use a hi-hat, I used a rim shot. So this is what it sounds like. Then I add in the actual rim. And we start moving. And from there, I was like, man, okay, I need a little something more. I need to add the kick. And so I added the kick, and I ended up using 2 kicks because I wanted to just be as thick as possible. And we're grooving. We're still building. And I'm like, okay, well, I need some type of like counter drum, I guess. And so I added this little perk sound. From there, I just kept adding. I'm like, okay, it's still not complete. I need some type of harmonic sound. And I ended up going with this cool, like, boardish perk sound. And at this point, I'm really grooving. Add those chords back in. And we got a nice smooth rhythm. So now we're ready to go ahead and get into writing the song. But at this point, it's like 3 a.m. And I'm tired, so I stopped. But I did go ahead, like a couple days later, come back in and write some lyrics. So I'll show y'all the hook and how the hook sounds with it.
Tell me you got it bad like I do.
And so, I won't say any musician, but a lot of us R&B musicians or maybe vocal arrangers can hear that there's something missing. There's too much space. So what I did was I added some background vocals. Here with the background vocal sound. And I'll show you guys the background vocals by themselves. Let's close that off. Turn that on. This is when it really starts to come together. I feel like I do this every time. Let me see. Background stacks. Let's just play it all out. And so it's like filling up spaces. Add a little more. So at this point, we're in a really good spot. The song is almost complete, right? But it's not. And I have to add more. So I used to watch these pop videos on how to make like a pop song or an EDM song in like an hour. And they would always emphasize on making sure that you build up to the hook. So I decided for the first time we're going to add some transition. And I added these. I added these keys right here, right before the hook. And I added these keys. So the keys that I added, they're not something that you're really going to hear. They're more so for feel. So right before the hook, it just gets a bit bigger and it opens up. So once the hook drops, it's like mellows out in a way. And then I also added, I had this idea to add a little bit of real to the beats. So to me, this song is very much so wine sipping, later with your boo, late night vibes. So I was like, okay, how about we add some wine clicks? So I added this click right here. Of course, I added a nice transition with the kick. It's like a reverse kick. And so all of this right here leads up into the first hook. So I'll just show you guys what it sounds like with the chords and the, just like that little drop part. So very subtle. And then before I got to the last hook, I added a bit more just because you have to make it bigger, right? So I ended up adding some cool glass breaking sounds, like wine glass breaking sounds, as well as this really cool wine bottle sound. And so those are just like little ear candies that you may or may not catch, but you can feel them. And from there, the only thing we had left to add was the ad-libs. So I'll show you guys those. Let's see. All right. I'll show you guys them leading up into it.
Make it so easy, baby. You make me wanna crash out. Cause you know I do. So tell me you got it bad like I do.
So I was doing like a call and response type of thing.
Cause I'm feeling away. Are you feeling the same? Tell me you got it bad like I do.
So I intentionally use those ad-libs to do like different notes, so to give them more of a variation. But that's basically the gist of this song. I hope you guys enjoyed the vibes today, and I do intend on coming back to make a couple more videos like this of behind the song. So y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all next time.